Hi, everyone. Dr. Lisa L. Campbell with this week's book review. And this week I'm reviewing Rejection Proof: How I Beat Fear and Became Invincible Through 100 Days of Rejection. This book is written by Jia Jiang. Um, First of all, let me just tell you, just like a lot of my books, I listened and read at the same time. The author actually read his own book, and definitely enjoyed hearing him talk about this journey. So, as the title indicates, that's what he did. He took us, the reader, on his journey, right? Where he had a goal as a business owner to desensitize himself to fear and pain that was often associated with being rejected, right? His experiences provide some entertaining stories, but also some very valuable lessons on how anyone can become more daring, pursue your goals fearlessly, and learn to embrace no as not just an answer, but the pathway to new possibilities. So, of course, I have to give you my 5 growth moments. Number one, the rejection challenge, right? So he sets out on this journey to face rejection head on by really making these unusual requests to strangers. He literally would walk up to strangers with a goal of being rejected at least once per day. This exercise that he did is rooted in this theory called exposure therapy. And it's where if you repeatedly expose yourself to something that you fear, it helps reduce the emotional response to it. So I will tell you that one of my fears is swimming. And I have taken swimming lessons 2 times. The second time, I was extremely close to swimming. I have a video. And then one day, I got a cramp in the water and I panicked. So I'm actually on a journey right now to first get back comfortable with the water. And so what I'm doing is going to water aerobics because I need to shed some weight, right? So, but I'm making myself be in the water to get comfortable. And because I don't want to leave this earth without being able to at least swim a lap, right? I'm setting the small goal so I can get to the big wins. So in the book, he talks about, consider doing your own challenge. And so I'm not going to do 100 days of having a cramp under the water, but I'm going to have, these days of going to the pool, getting comfortable, focus on relaxing. Because I really believe that that experience has a bigger purpose for me. Okay. But you got to find yours, right? Okay. So with his book, I should tell you, it's about not getting to yes. It's just being comfortable with no. As a business owner, I will submit a proposal to someone and they either won't respond or, I'm following up and they say no. Well, I am comfortable with the no's and it helps me when the yeses come that I'm not emotional, right? In either case. All right. Um, Growth moment number 2, my lessons from rejection. So, Gia, the author, discovers that rejection actually has to do more with the rejector as opposed to us that's being rejected. Circumstances, personal biases, and the rejector's mood can influence the outcome, right? It could be the wrong time. So, take some time to reflect on the rejections that you faced. Explore what external factors might have influenced these decisions. This can help you depersonalize rejection and reduce the fear with it. Number 3, woo-hoo, the power of perseverance. Through his experiment, again, rejection proof book, he learns that persistence in the face of rejection can sometimes turn no's into yes. So, as a business owner, I got a no on the proposal in January, but when I go back and revisit in September, I get a yes, right? Many of the requests that he made in the book were granted after a little negotiation or a slight change in his approach. They said, yes, you got to read the book to hear the stories. All right. Don't be afraid to persist or tweak your requests based on initial feedback. Get feedback. When you persevere, it can lead to success where immediate results may suggest failure. Number 4, transforming rejection into opportunity. One of the lessons that he gave, which was really profound, is that turning rejections into opportunities. Turn rejections into opportunities. This is where you ask, why was a request denied? So, for example, I keep using a proposal example. They didn't budget the dollar amount that I had in the proposal. So, that was a learning moment for me because the next time I am in that situation and I started doing this, I ask up front, what's your budget? Because it makes no sense for me to prepare a proposal for XYZ dollar amount, and that's way out of their budget. And so it allows me to adjust on the front end instead of getting the no on the back end. Okay. All right. So always ask for feedback. Use it as a learning opportunity. And number 5, embrace being vulnerable. In the book, Jia demonstrates that embracing vulnerability is achieved by putting yourself in positions to be rejected, which could lead to opportunities and personal growth that you weren't expecting to happen. All right. So, in summary, Gia's book offers an engaging and actually deeply personal look at how facing our fears of rejection can lead to empowerment and unexpected opportunities. His journey is filled with advice, practical advice that you and I can understand, humor, humorous, some heartfelt stories that really, for me, encouraged me to face my own fears about rejection. All right. Don't forget to download my book list because you can see what I'm reading, and see you next week.